Good evening, campers, and welcome back to Surviving Mars. I'm Commander Exorcist, and this is Bristol Colony, episode 19. Welcome to what is basically season 2 of Bristol. So, happy New Year. It is a new time. So, yeah, we've got a few things that we're going to be doing. I'm actually not going to pause it, but we are going to be making a few changes. So one of the things that I kind of thought about during the break is the sprawl of our colony. I think we've stretched ourselves out a little bit too much. So, and we've got some resources. We're spending resources on some elements of the colony that are not giving us any returns, and we've got to put a stop to that. So it is time to do some demolition. We are going to make some major changes to the layout of our colony, especially here in the center. But we're going to start out here because we are going to completely dismantle this extractor. We're going to dismantle all of the stuff out here. And we're going to dismantle the train system, the tracks, everything. Everything out here is coming down. So why is that, you might ask? Well, part of the reason is that our plan to kind of exploit this resource out here, it hasn't worked out. And I'm sure it might work out down the road, but right now it's just simply not working out. And it's costing us a lot of resources. So we're running a train system without any benefit at all. So, and then the next thing we're going to do might be a little controversial and might be a little surprising. We're going to nuke this train system as well. I'm shutting this one down. And we are going to be rid completely of the train systems. So the first act of season 2 of Bristol is to completely eradicate some of... Oh, we got a breakthrough. Artificial muscles. Drones can carry 2 resources at once. Hey, that'd be great. We are still a long way away. 7 sols, so we won't reach arcology until next episode. But we are looking, so we already have the track is gone here. So there's a reason for that, though, because... Oh, have we split the power grid? Hopefully not. Hopefully everyone has power. Just want to make sure. Okay, so we are going to kind of change how we do some things around here. We are going to do our best, especially within the region here in the main areas of the colony. We're going to try to build a self-enclosed setup. So it may work, it may not work. We are going to build another dome. So we're going to build another dome right here. We've got a lot of work to do coming up. So we're going to start. I'm kind of waiting on the track to come down here.
Crop failure reported.
Once the track comes down, then there's a quick phase that I need to work on here between these two. So do we have room? Yeah, we got plenty of room for scientists. So we're going to go ahead and tear that down. The space bar is coming down as well. And don't panic. I'm not just like arbitrarily destroying things. I've been looking at the layout for this colony over the last couple of weeks. Since we've been offline, kind of getting an idea of how I want to go forward with the colony. And so I think that this is how I want to approach it. Now, let's see here. 80, 20, and 30. So we don't have the machine parts that we need. But that's okay, because we're going to order them. Whoops, wrong one. Yep, we're going to spend a little money too. One of the issues I've had is I've been a little nervous about spending so much cash in the colony, but we really need to at this point. So we're going to build a tunnel system. That's right. We're going to build our first tunnel system connecting the main colony to the dome up here. So that will allow us, it should allow us, the opportunity to be able to tear down a lot of this excess piping that's going up the ramp, because we can run those utilities through these tunnels. So that should be exciting. So that's one of the reasons that the track is gone around the main part. Second reason is that we're going to be building enclosures here. And man, I need this track to come down. So it looks like, okay. Whoops. What's going on here? So let's see if this train, once it arrives, if they start tearing down our track. There we go. Excellent. Tear that one down and this one down. Oh, there's a lot of demolition going on here, everyone. But one of the reasons I wanted these gone is for this reason. I'm going to go here. We're going to build passageways. That's right. Like I said, we are working to build an enclosed system. So we're going to go back here and space bar. A small space bar. So we're going to small space bar there. And maybe a security station. Yeah, that'll be cool. And then some kind of landmark. Let's see, some kind of decoration. A pond, maybe? Will a pond fit there? Yeah, that'll be neat. Come out of the tunnel system and be greeted by a pond. I think that'd be awesome. Now, my intention with this is ultimately to help with the overall health and wellness of our colonists, trying to reduce the amount of travel time that they have and a number of other issues. So hopefully this will make a difference. I'm afraid we'll have to wait and see. And then we are going to eventually build a barrel dome here. That's right, one of these gargantuan things. And the issue I have, yep. So as you can see, we're going to have to make some changes to our power system as well. There's a lot more that is coming down around this colony. So just like these are going away right now because we are moving them over here. I mean, we've already got enough of them, I think, but it'll be nice to make sure that we have enough space. So, food depots are coming down because we need all this space over here. Yeah, these are all just resources, so they're not really going to be blocking anything. So the issue we're going to run into is this piping system right here. We're going to have to reroute it through the... we'll reroute it through the domes here. So let's see how we doing over here. Okay, I think we will leave this this system online over here for now, until some of these resources have been moved, and then we're going to be taking that drone hub down as well. So all of this is going to be reclaimed materials. To help make things a little bit easier. And so the barrel dome, one of the issues I think I'm going to have, 20 polymers. So I got metals, so I'm going to have to buy polymers, basically, when I'm ready. So our, this is going to be a priority. Machine parts, we're at 16.5 out of 30. So once we get our our delivery on planet will be good. 6.7 billion. That's the lowest we've ever been. And I don't want to bring anybody else to Mars until we've made a few more of these changes that we need to make. And so we're going to take this down as well. A lot of these services
Crop failure reported.
are going to be coming down. Let's see. These are all connected. And then we want to build our piping system. Now that should fix the upcoming breakage, because the stuff should run through this dome over here and vice versa. All right, you can see this little tube way. I really like these. Oh, get that. We got our delivery getting here. So I really like these tube ways, and so our colonists will be able to walk from one dome to the other. So completely enclosed system. There we go. Hopefully this will cut down on our travel time and possibly improve our overall health and wellness for some of our colonists. So, and it may make no difference at all, but I figured it's at least worth a try. Be something different. It's kind of the way that we're going forward. Let's see how we doing on our piping. So piping sections are going up over here. Excellent.
Resources are low.
They're always low. It's just kind of our life. So I was starting to think over the break, when does this end? You know, when do we stop and maybe start over or try something different? And I don't really have an answer, because as long as our colony is functioning, and I don't really want to give it up. We put a lot of work into it. I mean, this is hour 19 building and maintaining this place. We have gone through some rough times with it, some boring moments and some exciting moments. And so I think that the best thing for us to do now would just kind of be to go with it until it's just not sustainable anymore. Okay, here we go. We're going to break this. Nothing yet. Nothing crazy yet. Okay. So it looks like that was fine. What is this? Diner? Okay. Because here's kind of, if you can kind of visualize it. Whoops. The tubing for this one's going to run right through here. So but we won't break any of that stuff until we're actually ready to make a change to it. I think we'll be fine for now. Hey, everybody. Thank you for sticking with me. I appreciate you watching last year and sticking with me for the continuing saga of our colony on Mars. If you like this kind of content, like, subscribe. If you want to support, patreon.com/Commander Exorcist. Opportunities for special early access to videos and some new playthroughs as they come through, monthly vlogs, stuff like that. So love to have you support if you could, and thank you. For those of you that have been supporting, thank you, and always glad to have you with me. All right, so our tunnel system is under construction. This should be a major boost to carrying our resources between the two locations. And then we'll build another one when we eventually build our megadome, which is kind of still our plan for the other side, of the mountain. This is my first time using tunnels, so I'm not really exactly sure what to expect, but from what I've read and what I've seen, I think this is going to be a better option than the transit system that we were trying to use. That has just been far more support and upkeep than we needed. So we've got oxygen or piping system that we can connect to them, so that's cool. That's actually really cool. So let's test that out and do that. Pipes to there and there. And then over here, our similar setup. So we'll go pipes to here, and pipes. Sure, I guess. And we'll just feed it into the Moxie. There we go. Once we have those up and running. Okay, so wow, they're already done up here. Okay. And once they're done down here, we're going to go up on the ridge and demolish a small section of tubing, one piece at a time, just to make sure that we're not critically breaking our life support system.
Sector scanned.
I'm not happy with having all those pipes through there, so let's just leave it alone for now. All right. So let's do this. See how it goes. Okay. No critical failure notices yet. That's really cool. That's really cool. So let's go back here. We'll extend our piping to here with the intention of tearing down a good portion of this section right here. There's just no need for all this pipe redundancy. That's really cool. Okay. I mean, if anything, it'll free up a lot of the resources running through here to maintain this. If we go down here, you'll see our here comes one of our guys right now, and one of our girls are moving very fast. They seem very excited to have a tunnel to walk through. Pretty soon, the other dome will have a tunnel as well. Alright, so they're done with that. So let's tear down some more stuff. Alright. So that's cool. There we go. Very carefully tearing down some of this excess piping. That Moxie is going to have to go. Alright, because that is going to be the pathway for our tube system. So all this is going away through here. There'll be a dome here shortly. The issue I have, I think the evaporator will be fine. And let's take a look at our oxygen production. So our oxygen production is really good. So we can go ahead and probably... Yeah, we can afford to tear that one down right now. And I want to test. Okay. That's how it's gonna go. Oh, whoops. I did not mean to do that. No. But it didn't seem to make a difference. Okay, I guess that's fine. I'm going to put it back because I'm not really sure that's what I want to do yet. So we're going to go ahead and continue our salvage operations for our piping system here. Why are we not producing polymers? What's up over here, guys? So we're short on polymers. That's going to be our next major purchase because we're going to need polymers to be able to build our dome. Let's see here. Because this is what it's going to look like. Ah. So taking down the piping kind of gave us the clearance that we needed. So let's do this. Let's build. I'm going to build some more power cables because at least we want to temporarily reroute power here. And we want to reroute power here because ultimately we want all this to come down. Because that way we can move our dome a little bit further, a little bit closer to the others. Hopefully, make it easier to connect it. Just gotta wait on them to finish this piece of wiring, and then we should be able to get rid of a lot of this right in here, and that'll be the last of it. What a transformation this has been! It's almost unrecognizable as it was before. We are down to 6.7 billion in our funding. We are having trouble with polymers at the moment. And we need polymers because that's what's going to sustain a lot of our maintenance at the moment. But that's just kind of is the way things are going. It's one of the reasons that we're doing a lot of these changes. is to get more things kind of centralized. With a new dome, we'll be able to add some more residences and other functions. So we've got 5 sols left on our arcology, so not moving nearly as fast as I'd like, but not much we can do about that at the moment. All right. Time to salvage all this stuff. Okay. And then we're going to move the drone controller out here to finish up the salvage. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of the experiment out in the desert. No trace of it ever existing remains. Well, except for the ruins of the of the drone hub. And the central part of the colony is getting a complete makeover. So we're done here. So let's go ahead and start disconnecting here. All right, and that should let us move our dome much closer. Yes. And there we go. Actually, no, that's not what we're going to do. I wanted to get it a little bit better positioned because this is a one-time deal. This is all we get. And yeah. And then we should be able to put like a passage from here over to here. Something along those lines. And then we'll do a passage here, roughly, into here. And that is going to be the new layout for Bristol. And actually, now that we've done this, let's go ahead and buy polymers. And buy more polymers. 5.8 billion. Whew. We are low, but that's okay. We'll be okay. And we'll be replacing the Moxie because we're actually going to have to tear down this Moxie as well. So we're going to build 2 more Moxies over here in the life support stack. When we get to that point, we're not nearly to that point at right now. But kind of surprised that they're still carrying stuff up the hill, but so it says power and life support. Can we put power in there? Because it would be nice to be able to tear down a lot of those. All right, so I guess it is. It'd be so nice to tear down this freaking line of power that's coming up there. All right, and if that's the case, then a lot of this stuff will be coming down. And as far as I know, I don't see a need for a drone hub out here either. So that drone hub will be coming down. That'll be reclaimed resources. I almost feel like that's the name of this episode, Reclaimed Resources. So unfortunately, I'm just going to get rid of all these drones. Because it was already at full capacity. All right. Oh, we've got electronics out here. Let's do this. All resources. And move them to their appropriate storage. That will definitely help us reclaim some of those resources that have been left out there. Metals. So they're moving a lot of stuff at this point to clear out the upcoming dome. And I'll be honest, I haven't planned what this dome is going to be for. If anything, it's really a connection. Like it's a connection between the two separate parts of the city. We connect power, so we got power there. And we got power here. So let's do this test. Here we go. Oh my goodness. What a wonderful thing this is. What a wonderful, wonderful thing that is. Incredible. I wish... I feel embarrassed in a way. I wish that I had known how awesome those things are earlier on in the game. Because I've never used them. I've always used... I mean, we used the tram for the first time. And normally, before I started recording Surviving Mars, I started using the tunnel system. So like, or not the tunnel system, but the tube system, these things. And I was trying to do something different, but I just think this is going to be far better for us as a colonial unit moving forward. We've got our resources that are almost here. Our dome is going to be priority at this point. It even looks cleaner. Like, once a lot of this stuff is cleared out here, I mean, this is just really the way that we need to start doing things from now on. It just looks so much cleaner. We've got our resource... got our resource carriers. Our little probes are almost here. What a change this colony has gone through in the past few years. Just all the different things that have come and gone. Like, there used to be a power generation farm out here for a very short time. We don't need a lot of this stuff out here. This stuff can go away. It's just really nice. It'll be nice to see that stuff start coming down. Oh, and let's move our drones over here to help out. To help with moving a lot of that stuff. And hopefully some shuttles will come out later and be able to help with that. Oh yeah, it looks so much better. This is exciting. Although I'm just kind of disappointed that it happened so late in the playthrough. Oh, we've got one pod that's here. That's a lot of resources that they've got to move. So we may not even see that dome go up during this episode. Oh, and our second one's here as well. So that should be quite a few polymers to get some maintenance done and for us to get the required resources that we need. What's over there? Oh, it needs polymers too. Which actually, we're going to nuke that thing because the amphitheater is the first thing to come down. So the amphitheater, unfortunately, is slated for demolition as part of our reorganization project. There, we've got plenty of polymers at the moment. Hopefully we'll see some delivery here soon of metals and polymers to be able to start construction. But it might not be. Let's go down here and see what's going on. Oh yeah. It's a lot of food, a lot of resources that have got to be moved. Yeah, looking a lot better, a lot cleaner. You can obviously tell we've downsized a little bit. At some point, I mean, I don't know. I think with the rate that we've been going with actually just managing the colony, I don't even see us being able to successfully terraform Mars. And so I'm wondering if it's worth even cutting down on the greenhouse gas emissions for a while. Since those buildings require 2 metals each. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That's 10 machine parts right there that we need to maintain something that we're really not getting a huge change in at the moment. I mean, it might, maybe in the future, if we play like 100 hours of this thing, maybe, or if we finally get some of our resource generation problems under control, that might be a thing. A bunch of places with no workers. Once we clear out one of these landing pads, we'll bring another rocket filled with people so that we can start closing in some of these jobs that are due, that need people to fill them. We've also got to start, I think our next big project might even not be gravity engineering. I think it's going to have to be smart home.
Sector scanned.
Smart home will give us a happiness boost, and I think it also unlocks retirement homes, so we can build a place for some of our older residents who seems to be a lot of them these days that have just kind of aged out of the colony, don't want to work anymore. Renegades stole concrete. I guess they didn't hurt anybody or break anything significant. Oh yeah, see, just a quick glance, it looks so much cleaner. Although we're still waiting on... Oh, it's like, why? Never mind, I'll destroy these things. We don't need these anymore. So sometimes these things will just disappear on their own, and sometimes we have to manually blow them up, which is just more strangeness. We've got our they don't really know what to do, I guess, at this point. It's alright. It looks really good, though. It's nice to have all that kind of real estate cleared up and with opportunity to grow. So we could build tunnel, dome, tunnel. Like,
A colonist has died.
no! What happened? Low health. Oh, no. There he is. How tragic. Well, we're trying to fix this stuff, okay? We've got a lot going on. We've got a lot going on that we're trying to fix. Some poor design decisions that we're trying to make peace with going into the future. I saw the door open finally. I wasn't sure if I was actually, if I had been watching and didn't see anything, but I did get to see the door open. Now that I'm watching, nothing's going to happen. Wow, how different that looks. Because there used to be fans here. There used to be a bunch of like power generation stuff here. It's all gone. The life support system that ran through here is long gone. And now we're building a new dome, and we've got a direct connection to the dome over on the ridge, the Dome of the Rock. There it is. Our welcome center with Chad and Abby welcoming people to Mars. I'm just really kind of shocked that no other materials have been delivered to this thing. It's high priority, too. But they just do not seem to care. I mean, it's high priority, but it's not urgent. Like, it's not the end of the world.
Resources are low.
Yeah. I may regret this. I'm very tempted to just take that down. So we got extra cabling there. Let's do that. I think it's time to start making some hard decisions with regards to our colony. One of those hard decisions is going to be, do we want to try to terraform? And I think that the reality is I don't think we're going to be able to terraform anytime soon. We can barely manage the colony as it is. And so let's turn these off so that they don't consume any more of our resources. Once my drones have finished fixing this new power line here, we'll be going over here and these will be gone. So we'll just be getting rid of them. Trying to look at the power layout here, because all this stuff kind of runs through these GHGs here, and the minute that we break it, all this stuff here is going to stop working. Still nothing delivered? Oh my god. And where are these polymers going? What's up here that needs so many polymers? For real, you're storing them up here? Do I not have polymer storage down here? Please tell me I do. I do. Why is it not being... That's really strange that they're not even bothering.
Crop failure reported.
Yep, we haven't been doing good on food either, have we? That's okay though, we've got a lot of food. Jeez. So we're gonna need a couple more food depots, because we're gonna be we're gonna be tearing these down too. Oh man, because we're gonna be building the tunnel system through here. So it's, well, if I can click the right thing, there we go. So it's gonna run basically like that. Kind of an idea of what it looks like. So, or even like that. That would be ideal if it could be straight, but I doubt it will be. There's always something that gets in the way. Still nothing. Still no other resources delivered. What are we doing here on our construction? Part of it went up. Yep, there's part of it too. So, all right, we got a couple of drones that are over here doing the Lord's work. And then, oh, we're still waiting on. Back to power and straight into the hub or the dome. Okay. Well, we're definitely not going to get our dome up tonight because there's just too much. There's too many resources being moved that'll need to be moved in order for us to to actually be able to build the thing. So. That's kind of unfortunate, but it is neat because we should, if things continue the way they are, we'll have arcology done around the same time that we get our next dome, our new dome installed. So we'll be able to put some housing spires, especially up here. Can't wait for that. That's going to be awesome. And there they go. Long-standing components of Bristol are being torn down. The GHG factories are no more. One is left, but it's only there. Oh, wait, it doesn't need to be there anymore because now our power should connect. All right. So let's do some. We've done all. Probably use the salvage button more. Oh, I knew that was going to happen. Power. So we'll get that fixed quite quickly. Oh Lord, they have still not put any polymers. They're just putting them all up here. They're storing them. Guys, they're supposed. I bought them for a specific purpose. Passenger rocket. No tourists. Everyone else is welcome. We have any tourists? All right, you guys are welcome. We do not allow tourists, but we will take pretty much anyone who is willing to work at this point, because I've got a freaking rare metals extractor that no one will touch. Yeah, not a single piece of material has been brought up here. But they're almost done clearing out the resources that were sitting in here, so that's a positive. Until I broke the drone controller over here. That's still, for some reason, broken. I mean, really, guys? Really? Really? You can't, like, take 2 seconds and go over there and fix, you know, something that basically becomes your boss and is a recharging station? Man, the drones in this game is really odd sometimes. I am feeling much better about the colony, though. Or at least about the direction of it. It doesn't feel so spread out. Did we discover any more? I don't think we discovered any more anomalies. But it looks so much better without the without all the mess there climbing up the hill. We still have those black cubes everywhere. Fortunately, our technology keeps them from just randomly appearing inside of our stuff and blowing us up. Okay. Now there's the stockpile over here in the corner for actually building the dome. And here is the folks that have been working tirelessly for half of this episode to get all this food stuff and everything put away so that we can use this real estate for other purposes. So in the next episode, we got about 5 minutes or so left of this episode, but in the next one, we definitely, assuming that nothing catastrophic happens, we will definitely have our ecology. So we'll have our dome spire for apartments completed, and we should have our dome built, the barrel dome, and connections to both of these domes, and we will have our closed system built. So we will finally have all the inhabitants of Bristol linked to each other physically between their various habitat domes. So that actually, I'm actually looking forward to that. That'll be cool. Just as a general recap too, the tunnel was a fantastic idea. I mean, things are so much better, so much cleaner. There's a little bigger shot of our colony. It's costing us less resources. There we go. So it's going to cost us a lot less to maintain our systems because we're not pumping needless greenhouse gases into the atmosphere, because we don't even really have the technology to sustain an atmosphere. See, one of the issues with terraforming Mars is even if you raise the temperature, even if you plant plants and import liquid water, build lakes and whatever, you cannot establish and sustain an atmosphere because Mars's magnetosphere, or its magnetic field, is basically non-existent. And so there's a technology in this game that you can research that essentially regenerates the electromagnetic field, and basically they're in ground magnetic pulse generators. They're very expensive. They're a high-level in-game technology. And so even if we were able to raise the temperature of the planet, which we have, 38.25, and start doing other things, we're just not in the... I don't think we're in the capacity at the moment to be able to terraform Mars. Oh, wow. We are getting some serious clearance there. God, I wish that there was a way for us to move things, because I don't want to tear this down, but I really would love to have this generator somewhere else. This was one of the first generators we built, because this used to be a concrete extractor. This was our first concrete extractor, first generator, first beacon. All this stuff right here, where the still the most hopping and active part of the colony, things are working. It all started right there.
Sector scanned.
It's kind of mesmerizing just sitting here watching all the work be done. Down to the last few pieces of food, and we're moving out the last few pieces of concrete. Hopefully we'll start seeing some materials be delivered here soon, and then construction can begin. I think one of the best uses for this one might be a habitat and entertainment center. Like, we can put the giant space bar that we had to tear down in the other dome. It would actually look good in the center here, but we'll see what happens when that time comes. Now there is our stack of supplies. So I wonder if we'll start seeing other. We got drones working on other projects. Ah, there we go. Starting to get some deliveries now. That does look a lot better without those greenhouse gas places. Hell, might even put another dome there. We could tear this down, and we've got plenty of room for another one of these small, these regular sized domes. So plenty of opportunities have opened up for us here in episode 19. It only took us 19 hours to figure out some of this stuff. No. No. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is where we are going to end for the night. Hey, everybody. Thank you for staying with me, for experiencing the Bristol Colony experience. We got a lot done. We got our tunnels finished. We eliminated a lot of redundant materials, redundant piping systems, power, and at the end, we got hit by a meteor. So what happens? What will happen? Will we survive? Probably, but we're going to pay for it, because that was a direct shot into the heart of our operations. So we'll have to see what happens. Hey, everybody, thanks for sticking with me. I'm Commander Exorcist. Take care, fly safe, and I will see you out there. Good night, everybody.